Every human has a deep desire to belong, feel cared for, and connect with others. When these desires aren't met, we so often find ourselves lonely. Young adults are often painted as the most socially active group. However, recent research has demonstrated that young adults aged 18 to 25 are significantly more lonely than older people. The Young Australian Loneliness Survey found that 1 in 4 young Australians reports levels of problematic loneliness. Despite the magnitude of the problem, little is currently known about experiences of loneliness in young people. This project provided Uniting Care with information around how young adults experience and understand loneliness. To do this, we've asked 2 research questions. How do young people describe their experiences of loneliness? And what supports are or would be most beneficial in alleviating loneliness among young people and improve their well-being? To address these questions, we collected in-depth data which helped us to understand the experiences and knowledge of young adults, in addition to some statistical data to get a more zoomed-out view of the issue. We didn't want to assume anything, so we asked broad questions and concluded what we observed. The data included 155 responses from an online survey and 6 participants from a focus group. This was distributed to Australian young adults through social media and online community groups. 74% of participants were female, 60% were full-time students, and 77% spoke English as their first language. We found that 9 in 10 respondents had experienced feelings of loneliness, while 1 in 3 of our participants had experienced those feelings regularly. We carefully analysed data and identified 4 key themes: lack of social belonging, lack of self-confidence, societal expectations, and shared experiences. Many participants mentioned a lack of social belonging as a key feature of their experiences with loneliness. Feelings of belonging were connected to the existence of common interests and shared experiences. Loneliness support services should aim to facilitate common interests to foster feelings of belonging. A 22-year-old female student said,
"Loneliness isn't just about not having people around. It's about feeling like you don't fit in and that you have no one to talk to. So it's possible to feel incredible loneliness even when around a large group of people."
The second theme that emerged was a lack of self-confidence. A lack of self-confidence creates a barrier for people to go out and spend time with others and feeling insecure about the value of the relationships they currently have. A university student said,
"I think when I felt the most lonely is when I feel really anxious about asking anyone to do anything, because it's your internal monologue that stops you from putting yourself out there. And so that is a huge barrier for me. I think those internal voices can sometimes self-sabotage the connections we make."
This can create a loneliness cycle where self-confidence can result in feeling lonely, and loneliness can then result in lower levels of self-confidence. This must be targeted by support services to stop the loneliness cycle, which will continue to compound if a lack of self-confidence is not alleviated. Using support services to target this dilemma will allow the people to gain the confidence to socialise and meet new people, opening up the possibility of forming meaningful connections. Societal expectations are another key theme which stigmatises loneliness, including the expectations to not feel lonely, to fit in the box, and for real-life relationships to look like the edited and unrealistic relationships seen on social media. It is crucial that these unrealistic societal expectations are intentionally identified and challenged. The final theme emerging in our research was shared experiences. Rather than recommending more formal services, most participants noted the importance of people coming together around an activity in an informal context. A participant from the focus group wanted to be invited into life with people. Survey participants likewise suggested group activities, hobbies, regular things like going for walks, cooking together so that people could make meals and eat together. In bringing it all together, experiences of loneliness are complex and multifaceted. Support services must respond to the nature of loneliness and unrealistic societal expectations, facilitating environments where like-minded people can get together. Keeping these gatherings pressure-free creates an inclusive space for all. We hope our research findings have shed light on the social understanding of loneliness. Moving forward to tackle the loneliness problem and finding the most optimal solution for everyone to have access to. you.